Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Like I said in the one video where I posted some new toys I got, we're gonna do a little demonstration. And down here at Daryl's today, so what a better place to do bodywork demonstrations. Now, I've never used one of these before, so I'm sure it's gonna go wonderfully, smoothly, without a problem, you know what I mean? Let's try. Not really going to change the attachments around, we're just going to use kind of what's on there. Go get a wreck. Let's see if you guys can hear Daryl's new pastime in the background. He likes doing that Suno music stuff. He's doing a pretty good job with it. I think it makes the channel a little more fun to listen to. Especially when he gets on his sanding streaks. We all know he gets on them. It's just a standard collet style attachment. I am going to have to figure a clamp out real quick. Okay. So what we're working with today is the Vevor PRO Spot dent puller. Spot weld on, knock it back, you know, all that fun stuff, but you don't have to weld the studs on it. Clamp your slide hammer and pull it out. You can touch it to the panel, squeeze the trigger, it'll weld it to it. When you're done, you give her a little twist, it pops off, you go to the next spot on the dent. Now, question is we know it's going to work good for newer body panels because, you know, they're super thin. How's it going to work with panels for like the 63? I got an old fender up here. We're going to use that. Daryl did the Honda here not too long ago. They had some crash damage to the front end, so we're going to use one of the little fenders he pulled off there for the newer body one. So, what do we do now? That's just about ready to go. All I got to do is get a spot, hook it to the panel, clamp the ground down, we're good to go, we can give her a shot. But we need to make a dent in the panel, so the question is, do we just make a big old dent or do we do parking lot dings? I think this was designed more for parking lot dings and stuff like that, to where it's not big giant, you know, fist size, you know, ham hock type damage. So I do believe we should probably stick to, well, we'll try them both. We'll stick to the little dent first, see how it does, and then we'll put a little bigger dent in it, you know, and see how much work it takes to get the little dent out. We'll give this product a good little review. Now, let me say, I'm not sponsored by these guys. This is something I picked up because the price was good. I think I paid like $203 for it. I figured, hey, if it works, cool. If not, we'll just send it back, you know? So, let's get to it. Let's prep a panel. Okay, can we see my fender there? Yes, we can. And we can hear Daryl. Now, you know what? That's good. You know, I'm going to turn it around so we don't pick up too much sound. Alright guys, we're back at it. I think we should use my trusty handy little body hammer to make the dent. It'll make a small little dent. I just got a sharp pick on it. We can make a hole in it really if we wanted to. I think Daryl's ready to start throwing pools. So, clean off a little bit because it is dusty around here. Obviously, this is not dentless paint repair. This you're going to have to grind. The question is how hard do we hit it? And it don't take much anymore. That's already done. I mean, I hit it right there, man. She's already dented. Not barely even hit it. Now another dent. Obviously, those you could work. So it's dented. I gave up. Oh, what's this? Okay. I just got done cleaning it up. Prepping it, you know. So let's inspect the damage. Now, I don't know what happened to this fender. But, well, it almost looks like somebody attacked it with a hammer. I don't know who would have done that. No idea who attacked the fender with a hammer. Why would you attack a fender with a hammer? Crazy people. The world we live in, guys. Anyway. So, we'll just say this. This came off my wife's car. She called me up just a little while ago and said, "Hey, honey, I'm sorry I hit something in the parking lot." She didn't tell me if it was a car, a cart, a pole. I didn't see no yellow on it. Maybe not a pole. It could have been the Walmart greeters, for all I know. Apparently, Jessica said, I asked her, I says, "Well, how did you hit something?" And she says, well, I couldn't see over the steering wheel. Well, you guys ever see my wife? She's 4'8.5". She's probably that half inch, so you better say 4'8.5". So, I guarantee you it looks something like this. So, I guarantee you, it looked a little something like this when my wife couldn't see over the dashboard, the steering wheel, or the coffee cup it was, or who knows. I guarantee you it looked like this. It probably looked like a little blue-haired lady driving down the road. So, picture this. She's driving through Walmart parking lot. There's cars backing out. There's carts flying all over the place because it's windy and they're just getting blown. They're just, you know, kamikaze shopping carts. You know, they just on their own path out to hit your car. Now, that's some pretty heavy damage, guys. I mean, that's some damage. You did a good job on that. Like I said, it almost looks like somebody hit it with a hammer. We got a kamikaze shopping cart. I think that's what she told me. Now, imagine pulling through Walmart parking lot and you see a little short wife driving her car and it looks a little something like this. The steering wheel that high, really. She can't see, you know what I mean? So we got driving along, swerving, missing the shopping cart. She sees the Walmart greeter. That's what happened to the fender. I hear the Walmart greeter's okay. I hear they're doing fine. Didn't do a whole lot of damage to the person. Destroyed my car. We're gonna take her license away until she grows another foot or two. Then she'll be allowed to drive. When we get rid of the looking over, you know, this center part of the steering wheel, she'll be allowed to drive again. Now, let's plug this new little tool in that we get to play with. We're gonna let this die down. Could you imagine her driving down, singing the Smurf songs? La 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 la. Poor guy. You guys ought to feel for me that I gotta deal with that. Contact. Now. Let's get this fancy machinery propped up on a proper chair. Got to be on a table, right? So, let's pull you over here real quick and drop you down on the ground. We have settings. You got a power button, another power button, and then speed button. So, I wonder if I should get the instructions out real quick. I know, instructions, but I want to give it a fair shake. Okay, guys. Okay, we got power. So we can adjust this. Yeah, we'll start about a quarter of the way up. Manual, automatic. Maybe we'll try automatic first. Everything's on. It's only 3 pages. The instructions are crap. Let's pick you back up in the air. You're growing. Now you're taller than my wife. Maybe you can drive better. Okay. Let's get you guys set up and over this. Get you a good angle. We don't want to see my face. We want to see the tools getting worked on, right? Yes. Yes, we do. Alright. So from here on out, it's going to be a lot of talking. Now, let's see how she connects. Yep, it's on there. Not much of a connection, so we probably got to speed her up a little bit. Go to manual. Okay, well, she's holding. I like the connection. Not bad. We'll hold that down real quick.
Do you have a clue what you're doing?
No, we're trying something new.
Need to be right in the deepest point, right on the line.
Trying to get a little. I can't believe she hit that Walmart reader like that.
Don't seem like it wants to hold, does it?
Well, see, so I got her. Okay, she's cranked up. Doesn't want to hold all that well. So you start on the outside a little bit. Bring it up. Just kind of work your way into the deep spot.
It's already too hot.
It's actually not that hot. Yeah, you just got to kind of start out and work your way back up on it. Okay, so the closer you are to the ground, the better it welds. She's cranked up. Of course, it's only 110 power too, so.
Does it have pulse?
It does have an automatic where you just touch it, it'll go. I got a really different clamp. I want to get a welder's clamp.
Do what?
You definitely want to have it on a car. And I don't think it's going to work all that well with heavy steel for, you know. Well, let's try this. I got this crease over here where that previous damage was. It's pulling it up. So yeah, what we're finding is you definitely want your ground close to where you're doing the work at. Hold on. Yeah. So. What? So. So, what are my thoughts? I think it's for $200. It's not a bad deal. Let's step out here for a second. Is it gonna fix your classics and stuff like that? I don't think it's got enough grip and enough hold to pull heavy sheet metal like that. This dent stuff that's on this Honda fender, great. The dents around old Bruce there, yeah, it's gonna work for that. Keep your ground really close to your work area. So, get a magnetic ground. Spin that nut down on there, clamp it that way you can move it around and keep it right where you're working at. The further away you get from the ground, the less grab it has. And actually at some point it has almost no grab. Right up next to the ground, you're gonna dial the power back down because it will pop a hole. It will burn a hole through it. I like it. I'm gonna hold on to it. I mean, I think it's worth the money because, like I said, I got work to do on Bruce. I want to do a new paint job. I got some nicks, dings, and dents, and you know, it's pulling them out. So if you had some hard to get areas where you couldn't get behind a panel, this is gonna work great. I don't think it's, you know, I think you get more use out of a traditional stud gun. I mean, to me, that's a better grab and everything else. This is nice because you can squeeze the trigger, it does a 2-second buzz, attaches to it, you can pull it off. You've seen if you have too many hits, too much movement, it'll pop off. So if you're going to jump around from spot to spot, this is nice because you can buzz it, connect, slide the hammer a couple times, get a couple little pulls out of it, and then give her a twist, move on to the next spot. Give her a twist, move on to the next spot. Yeah, I mean, $209. I'll put a link to it down in my down in the description of the video. But I don't think you can go wrong for the money. Just don't expect a lot out of it, like heavy work out of it. This really is for thinner sheet metal, newer cars and stuff like that. That's all this is. I'm not even going to try it on the big fender because I can tell you right now it's not going to pull it. It's just not going to do it. You know, obviously you've seen Daryl had to hold it down in order to get some kind of movement so I could really slide and really hit on it. So yeah, you're going to want the panel attached to the car. Don't take it off your wife's car after she can't see over the steering wheel and runs down 4 Walmart greeters. You know, that's hiding the damage and they'll find you. So anyway, I'm going to get cleaning up here. I'm going to post a short little story time with Uncle Grease here in a little bit. So listen, you guys have a good day. It was nice to get back up here, hang out with Daryl, monkey around the shop a little bit. Good little break. So in the meantime, get out in the garage, get the kids out in the garage with you, teach them how to do this stuff. My middle daughter loves getting out in the garage with me and working. But don't force it on the kids. Let the hobby come to them. Introduce them to them, but don't force them to do it. They won't like it if you do. They're either going to get bit by the bug or they're not. Alright guys, have a great day. Have a good evening, whenever time you guys are watching this. Like I said, get out in the garage, stay greasy. Get the kids greasy too. You guys take it easy.